What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again with another video, and today we are here with Invincible episode 1 season 1. This is different for the channel because we're usually watching anime and things of the sort, but today we're gonna try something a little bit different in the way of Western animation, more comic book kind of style. Invincibles is, I believe, about superheroes. That's pretty much all I know about it, but I have heard remarkable things about it. I have heard such good things about it from the internet, from just my friends, from my own community. I put up a community post a while ago, a couple of days ago, or maybe yesterday, saying like, yo, what's up with this Invincible show? I've heard a lot about it. I heard that it's about superheroes. I love superheroes. What's going on? And a lot of people were like, yo, it's the truth. It is the truth. And there was also some people that were like, it's okay, you know, it's okay. I believe somebody was like, yeah, it's kind of like The Boys, but I've never seen The Boys, so I don't know what the fuck that means. But a lot of people were like, yeah, it's okay. Or some people were like, yeah, it's okay. But just as many of people that were like, yeah, it's okay, there were like maybe 2 people for each one of those. They're like, nah, this shit's hard. And like a lot of praises across the board for this show. I was really just interested in this show because it's about superheroes. As some of you know, I am a really big fan of superheroes. I'm a really big fan of superheroes done right. And that doesn't mean that they have to be, you know, Superman-like-esque, you know, kind of whatever. They just need to be good superheroes. And I was told that this is going to be right up my alley. So we're gonna hop straight into it. As always with new shows, I don't have much to say about it because I don't know shit about it. So we're just gonna have to watch to find out. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Invincible or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always going to be my social media. My Instagram is Dvrth2h's. My Twitter is @NotDarth. You can DM me, you can add me, whichever one you want to do. I'll respond to it and make a video on it as soon as possible. If you want these episodes early, I believe that this show has already ended on for season 1. If you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Link's gonna be in the description. We'll also have the full length to the reactions on Patreon as well. So with all that being said, let's get our headphones, make sure they're on. I believe I turned them on earlier. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it.
Coda, cheer up, sweet boy.
Come on, like you're not crying on my shoulder every time you don't get a second date.
What was...
It's going down already? What going on? Oh shit, superheroes! This is the Justice League? Huh? Not black man! Bank up, stupid. Okay, I respect it.
Come here first.
Make me get the spray bottle.
Damn. So he doesn't have powers. That sucks.
Aren't you?
You know it.
And you think that makes it okay for you to harass me?
Don't walk away from me. What are you, a lesbian or something?
Oh my god, I wish. Would you leave me alone then? Let go of me so I can go find a girl to kiss.
Let go of me so I can go find a girl to kiss. Okay, so you a bitch. That's fine. I mean, hey.
Leave him alone!
What are you looking at?
Oh.
Thank you.
That shit gotta hurt. Okay, I thought I was about to break open. That would
It's about time. Guess who's finally getting his powers?
Are you sure?
What, huh?
Sure. Threw a trash bag into space at work.
Where I really come from. Millions of miles from here, out in deep space.
Alien.
planet
So yeah, this guy literally just like kind of like Superman.
Blue. Slow down.
Okay.
Land. I said land. Why aren't you slowing down?
Yeah,
Stop.
oh
Just
shit.
stop. I pushed him pretty far. That's what he needs.
Did you maybe push too far?
Are you questioning me?
What the hell has gotten into you?
Don't kick your ass again? Or what? Were you threatening me? Or do you need a replay of what happened
All right,
last
beat his
time,
ass.
ass?
Hit me.
You hit like a bitch.
Again. Again.
You hit like a bitch. Compared to Omni-Man, he hit like a bitch.
You brought me along to protect you from the cops. I can't do that if I hang back and let them shoot me.
Shut up and get us over the fence!
It doesn't really roll off the tongue. Anything else?
Oh shit. So let's get to fight. Let's go. Bing. Stupid. Nice. All right, more public
About
damage.
ass kicker. Super suits? Am I getting a costume?
Where's
You
my
make dad's
super
costumes?
suit?
He's a quick one, this kid.
Keep the wind out of my eyes when I fly. But I was really like hoping for something more I don't know.
Like your dad's?
Iconic?
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. That's hard. That's a hard fit right there, Mark. That's a hard fit. Yeah. Pussy. Let's go. Bing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this show kind of dope. I ain't about to lie.
You might as well give up. I'm
Invincible. Let's fucking go. This is kind of hard.
So none of
Wait,
us
huh?
alert. Oh God, what's going on?
Whoa! Whoa! Oh shit! No!
Oh no.
Oh shit! Yo! What the fuck is that? Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Oh! Oh my god! What the fuck? Okay. That took such a dark turn that it was no. That took such a turn. Okay, hang on. Give me a sec to readjust myself, just recompose myself. Okay. So we start off with basically pretty much an age-old tale of that we've gotten in certain like spin-off hero flicks and things like that of, you know, the Superman-esque guy who wants his son to inherit his powers and be just like him. You know, it's like I said during the episode, it reminded me a lot of like Sky High, and after watching that last scene, nothing close to Sky High, but just that aspect did remind me of Sky High. This show definitely gives you like DC Justice League vibes in this first episode, at least. Just this whole episode gave me like big DC vibes, you know what I'm saying? With the you know, the Wonder Woman-esque character and the Batman character and all, you know, like just basically the entire Justice League fighting and stuff. And then they have like Omni-Man, who is basically like their Superman, and the whole thing, just for lack of a better term, just feels like a homage. I was about to say ripoff, but like not in a negative connotation kind of way, but like an homage to you know, DC Comics and the Justice League and things like that. But with this being its own thing, and it being like its own story that isn't tethered by the public, by the not public, but by the, you know, the public watch party of things such as Marvel and DC, who are going to be very PC and very like they're not going to get too dark on you and things like that. This being its own story it allows itself to take a hard turn like that. It allows itself to get into the details of superhero society, that not even society, superheroes, just superheroes themselves that we don't get to see in things like Marvel comics, and well, not comics, because you see some dark shit in the comics, but in like Marvel movies and DC movies and the shows and everything like that. Like there are certain things that I wish that those franchises did elaborate a little bit more on, that we got pretty much in this first episode. Things such as like, how the fuck does Superman fly? Like, I guess you could infer and make your own like I guess hypothesis on how it works, how it works when he does it, you know, all this other shit. But the fact that we got like this little tutorial on it, and like, you know, how would a Superman-esque character blend in with a family, you know, how would he treat his son, you know, things like that. It makes it, though it almost, you know, though it feels like an homage to those franchises, and it could very much get lost in like trying to be like that. This first episode like pretty much crushes any doubt or like any you know, thought that I have of, oh, I hope this doesn't turn out to be like you know, regular schmegular hero story, you know, superheroes fighting villains and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh, Superman, you have foiled the day, and my plan has been thwarted, you know, all this other shit, you know, which was what I was afraid of, which is why I tend to not watch things like you know, Western cartoons like the Justice League and things like that. I watch the movies and things like that because, you know, it's the movies, and, you know, I'm just a dirty normie. But I usually will stray away from like the cartoons, the Western animations, because, you know, it's pretty much more of the same thing, or at least I would assume. You know, that's just my ignorance talking right there, that I would assume that it's more of the same thing of, Aqualad, you have foiled my plan to poison the water system. I cannot believe this. You know, like that type of shit. So I'm expecting that type of shit. You know, I'm expecting more of the same. But with this first episode, we get like development on things that I wish that franchises like DC and Marvel got more into. You know, things like, you know, I would put it in this way, right? I have always liked Superman, not for the same reasons that other people like Superman, You know, like, oh, he's so powerful and he's such a cool character. I've never liked Superman because of that. I don't give a fuck about that. I have always liked Superman because of the potential that you could, that the potential for the writing that you could have with Superman. Like, the storylines that you could have for Superman is ridiculous. As far as I know, and I've seen a decent amount of DC Superman iterations in movies like that. I'm not too deep into the Superman comic lore. I'm decently deep. I know surface level shit, but I'm not too deep in it. But I've always been interested in Superman because of the potential that you could have with a character like that. If for those comic book nerds and DC nerds, you know that, like, one of Lex Luthor's biggest points of contingency with Superman is that he is a god amongst men. He could basically destroy the world at any time, and that's his argument. Like, Lex Luthor is like, hey, fuck this guy. He is not, like, he is outside of our, he's basically outside of our jurisdiction. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He, like, this guy is dangerous. I don't care if he is doing good right now. He is a walking nuke that could turn on us at any time. And I've always liked Superman because I've always wished that they would get into that type of storyline. And I believe they kind of tried to in one of the movies. I don't remember specifically. Like I said, I'm pretty much a dirty normie when it comes to, like, DC comics and stuff like that. I'm a little bit more well versed in the Marvel comics, but when it comes to, like, DC and stuff, I'm not as well versed as I am with, like, other stuff. But I believe they kind of tried it in the movie. Didn't work out the way I would like it to, but they kind of tried it in the movies. And from what I've heard from other people that have seen, like, the ones that I haven't, like, the movies that I haven't seen, it's still dog shit. But yeah, the possibilities for Superman's character is ridiculous. The fact that he is a walking nuke, he is like, he is alpha and omega to these plebs. And Lex Luthor's argument is like, yeah, we can't have this guy around us anymore. So it's the same thing with this show, only it seems like they're kind of getting into that, and that makes me 100 times more excited for what's to come. Because we already have, like, we've already seen, like, little chinks in the armor. We've seen little cracks in the shield of Omni-Man, of just not just him as a superhero, but in his everyday life. Like, at some points he seems like a decent dad, and then at some points he seems like a fucking sociopath. And I'm not sure which. I mean, after that last scene, I think I understand which way he's you know, which side he's on. But it is really interesting to see where they're going with this, because what I'm inferring from just this episode in that ending scene is that this guy is going on the path that Lex Luthor from, like, the DC comics would assume that Superman would, like, realizing, oh, I am the Alpha Omega. I don't need these dumb niggas to help me out. You know, I don't have to. I'm better. I'm a Veltrion or whatever the fuck he is. Like, I'm better. Why would I have to deal with any of you mortals? Like, he's a god amongst men. What reason does he have for sharing valor? Like, and if he is so close to being human, what's stopping him from being as flawed, like, mentally as a human would? Like, and that's the beauty of the potential that you can have with a Superman-esque character. Like, you could write them into these types of situations, and I love that we got that. We got a bunch of stuff this episode of just seeing interactions with the superpowered world, with the mom talking about her son not being normal anymore, and not being able, you know, her saying like, I can't talk to you out, you know, out through flying throughout the clouds and stuff, and while, you know, you pass it off as just like a, oh yeah, that, yeah, she can't, because she can't fly. But really, like, in that moment, it's like saying, yeah, I'm normal, you are not. I can't relate to you in the same way that a human on human conversation, you know, humans could relate to each other in a human to human conversation, you know. And even the red Blur, or whatever his name is, was talking to his girlfriend about that. He doesn't perceive things the same way that that a regular person would. Like, it's the point the show is making is that, like, these super powered people are not, they are human like, but they are not human. They perceive things way different from being a regular human to a super powered being. So how do we get that common ground? How do we reach that common ground? Well, just in that same conversation with Mark and his mom, they kind of just accepted each other. Like, that's just kind of what they did. Now, of course they would, because of mother and her son, but still, they understood their differences and they accepted them. And it's the same thing with the red smudge, or whatever his name is. You know, him and his girlfriend understood their differences. I don't perceive time the same way that you perceive time. However, they accepted it. Because I don't perceive time the way that you perceive time, I don't perceive things the way that you perceive things. I still have a different respect for the time that I spend with, you know, that he spends with his girlfriend, lover, wife, whatever she is. They found a common ground, you know, in, I guess, as cheesy as it sounds, they found a common ground with, like, acceptance and you know, love and things like that. And I would assume that this is what the story is kind of building up to when it comes to Mark and Omni-Man. Just like, Mark is, while he is a Veltrian or whatever the fuck Omni-Man is, he's half human, and that's pretty much all he is. You know, like, he's half human, he's half Velcro, you know. So they're still going to perceive things differently, and at some point they have to find some common ground between each other. Now, that's where it gets tricky, because right now Omni-Man, it seems like he's on a little bit of a power trip. I don't think that he's being, like, possessed or anything like that. No, it's just him. It's just him, and being like, I don't have to share valor with you plebs. What the fuck? I'm Omni-Man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's where it's going to be a little bit tough with Omni-Man and Mark, because while Mark is a, I guess, alien with superpowers, but also half human, so he can understand, you know, just being normal, Omni-Man is omnipotent. He is a god amongst men. He don't see shit the way Mark sees shit. Mark don't see shit the way that Omni-Man sees shit. You know, their perspectives are completely different, and I feel like that's where a lot of the you know, the excitement and great writing is going to come from in this show. Just seeing how their perspectives differ, and how deep into his own, like, narcissism and you know, that Omni-Man is going to, you know, fall into, because he, after what I seen in that last like little part, that little scene, he's already deep in that bitch. He is already like he dirted those people, dirted the Justice League. I don't remember what they called them, the Guardians or something like that. But he dirted all of them. He dirted all of them, and God knows how much stronger this guy can be, or like whether he was holding back, or who knows. This guy could be, once again, he's a god amongst men, especially after dirting the Guardian Squad or whatever the fuck they're called. Now he's really a god amongst men. This squad that they had going, I'm assuming that's like some of the best of the best, and you just 1v7 them and just like, no, your face is gone, no, you're dead. He killed Black Man, not Black Man. You know, this is a really good show. This is a really good show. I can already tell this is definitely something that I'm going to enjoy wholeheartedly. This is this is everything I have wanted from every time I've watched a DC movie, a Marvel movie, some type of superhero, mainstream superhero, comic book-esque, cartoon movie, show, whatever. This is the storyline I've always wanted. Like heroes, realistic heroes, realistic heroes. Like this is like what our regular schmegular heroes that we know from the comics are built on is like, justice and all this other like really high and mighty shit. These were symbols of hope, but they're not human. They don't seem human. Like these people are very far from it. But with this storyline, you can see you have so much potential because you can see a lot of the human in these heroes, and even the ones that aren't human. Like this could be really good, is what I'm saying. This could turn out really fucking good. This show could be phenomenal, and from all the praise that I'm hearing about this show, I think it's gonna be. Like I'm about 90% sure that this is about to be hard. Like this is gonna be great. I'm hoping to get more into Omni-Man's relationship with Mark. They have a pretty simplistic father-son, I want to be like you dad kind of like relationship, only on steroids. Steroids could be because they're superpowers, they're aliens. They're Superman-esque, beings. So this is gonna be way crazier than those kind of storylines. Who knows what happens at this point? Who knows? This could go anywhere. But I just from this first episode, I have my theories on where it's going. But I have pretty much talked enough. We'll get into those theories in the next episode when we get more information on what the fuck Omni-Man is doing, dirting the entire Galactic Guardian Force, whatever. Great first episode. I am 100% like on board with this. This was just great. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Invincible or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. My Instagram is Dvrth with 2 H's, and my Twitter's @NotDarth. You can DM me, you can add me, whichever one you want to do. I'll respond to it and make a video on it as soon as possible. If you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Links are going to be in the description. We will also have, we're always a couple episodes are weeks ahead. We will also have the full length version of these reactions on Patreon as well. So, with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.